Hello everyone, I am Surbhi Punshi, Indirect Tax Expert at ClearTax. And in this video, we are going to cover about the QRMP scheme, which is newly launched by the government. We understand the basic of the scheme, what exactly this scheme means, and along with this, we're also going to understand its impact on your businesses, whether there would be a positive impact or there would be the negative impact. Should you even opt for this scheme or should you just go with the normal filing, which is a monthly filing? So first, if we just talk about to whom this scheme is applicable or who all can actually opt for the scheme. So this scheme is applicable for the taxpayer whose turnover is up to 5 crore. And whenever we are computing this turnover, here this turnover needs to be computed at a PAN level. So if I have multiple registration in different GSTN, then I have to club the turnover for all the GSTN and then come up with this limit. Now, when I know my turnover is up to 5 crore, here the second important thing comes in, what would be my filing? Do I have to file on monthly basis or I have to file on quarterly basis? So here the filing written or the filing forms remain the same, which we today also file, which is our GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B, but the filing frequency will be changed. Now I have to file the return on quarterly basis, which means both my GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B needs to be filed on quarterly basis. Coming to the payment part, as we know from this name itself, it's a QRMP, which is quarterly return monthly payment. So it means that the payment needs to be done on monthly basis. Now how I am going to make the payment? Here government have given you two options. Either you can go with a fixed sum method or you can go with self-assessment method. If you say okay, I want to go with a fixed sum method, government will auto compute challan for you basis your liability for the previous quarter. So they will look into what was your actually liability which you have paid in the previous quarter. They will compute 35% of that and will generate the challan for you. And if let's say you are a monthly filer, in that case they will look into the last month liability and whatever you have paid, the 100% of that they will create a challan for you, and you just have to go in the first and the second month of the quarter and make the payment to the government. So it is very simple. Challan is already auto computed for you. You just have to go and make the payment for the liability. Now the important question is, what is in self-assessment? Here government says, because we don't know what would be your liability, because obviously your business will keep on changing. Sometimes you have profit, sometimes you have loss. So here, if you want to know that, okay, tell me exact amount of the payment I want to make, I am going to put exact liability, I am going to put exact ITC, we'll take out the tax payable and then only make the payment to the government. Or let's say today I know in this particular month I don't even have any business at all, I have not done any sales, so I don't have any liability at all. So there you can decide that I'm not going to even make the payment for this particular month. So then you can always offer this self-assessment method. So these are the two methods. Here in one method, the challan will be auto computed for you and you just have to go ahead and make the payment. And in the second method, you will compute your liability, the final liability after setting of the ITC, and then make the balance payment to the government through a challan, which is PMT06. So using this challan, you just have to go ahead and make the payment. So here there is no filing. So if we just talk about filing, will happen only on quarterly basis. But payment, when we talk about payment, it's on the monthly basis. So for the first month and the second month, we are going to make the payment on monthly basis. And after this quarter is over, then we will be filing our GSTR 1 and 3B with our final value for the entire quarter. We'll adjust the payment whatever we have already made in the first and the second month of a quarter. And then the balance liability, whatever liability we have, we will go ahead and we'll make the payment of the balance liability. So that is how this flow will look like. But the question comes in, what is the good part about it? Here the good part is, because the filing has moved to the quarter basis, which means first and the second month I don't have to file the return, which also means I don't have to pay the late fees if I have not made the payment for in the first or the second month, which is actually a good part. But question comes out, what about the interest? Here interest, if you opt for the fixed sum method, there is no question of interest. Government will not charge any interest from you. But if you are going with the self-assessment method and later it comes to know that the taxes you have paid is not as per your actual liability, then you also have to pay the interest on the differential amount. So here there are certain benefit and there is also some problem, because we have to also compute all of our transactions, all of our liability, look into our ITC. So all of this needs to be done. Now the second thing comes over here is, what about my monthly customers? If I have certain monthly customer and they are registered in the GST, they want to claim the ITC. And if they want to claim the ITC, they will always ask me, if I am a quarterly filer, they will ask me to upload the invoice, because otherwise they will not be able to claim the ITC and they have to file the return on monthly basis. So here government have come up with a facility which is known as Invoice Furnishing Facility, where I have given an option where I can upload the invoices on daily and a monthly basis, and as I upload, this invoice will be automatically be shown in their GST at 2A, and basis this they will be able to claim the ITC. And this will also be freezed. It's not like that today I have uploaded and tomorrow I can delete it. So there is a deadline here from, like, if let's say if I talk about the January, here till 13th of Feb, whatever I upload, it will be then freezed for that particular month. So it will be free, and I don't have to report the same invoices again while I am filing my GST-1 for the entire quarter. So that is how this needs to be taken care of. So here the question comes in, okay, then anyhow I am uploading my B2B transaction, why I don't just opt for the monthly return? Because anyhow I am doing some work, I have to take out the self-assessment liability, I have to upload the B2B transaction, better I just go with the monthly filing. So here again it depends from business to business. If you want, like, okay, anyhow I have to do the compliance, then you can always go ahead and file the monthly return. But where you think like better, because anyhow late fees will not be levied, and also I can't keep a track on my suppliers who are a monthly filers or maybe a quarterly filer. So let's say there are certain monthly filers who has not filed, or they are quarterly filers especially who have not uploaded. I can't ask them, keep on asking, oh please upload the document so that it will come in my 2A and 2B, and then only I can claim the ITC. So if you don't want to go into all of this thing, then maybe you can decide better we file quarterly return and do the reconciliation only on the quarterly basis. So all of this decision is on you. It depends on you whether you want to upload on the monthly basis, file the return on monthly basis, because most of the work has to be anyhow done on monthly basis, or you can also go for the quarterly, because there the working capital maybe will not be blocked because you don't have to follow up with your supplier. So all the decision is on you. Now you have to decide what is actually good for your business. Thank you for watching this video.